What's going on, everybody? I just wanted to do a quick video explaining how I do the TsunaSkip or the guard skip in Final Fantasy VII. I'm using a PlayStation 2. This is a 90K and the original English version of the game. This method is actually a combination of two other methods I've seen on YouTube, as well as some customized movement that I discovered. In order to make this 100% consistent, but more importantly, make it easy to know when a mistake is made, so that way you can reset the trick or not. So the first thing you need to do is you need to zone into the slums area and then into the tower area. Now by doing this, Cloud is automatically put in the horizontal position that we need to be in. So what we're looking for is, if you look at the center of the screen, there's a little rock. Now if we run directly right, there's a little visual cue that we're going for, and what we want is the edge of Cloud's hair to line up with a specific point on that rock. Now I have a picture. If you look directly above me here, on the very right edge of this rock, at the very bottom right corner, you can see that there's kind of an empty space where the rock ends, and you can see the ground coloring. What you want is the edge of Cloud's hair, that little spike, to be diagonal of that little empty pixel. So it needs to be up one and to the left. Now, once you get to this position, what you want to do is you want to run directly down until you stop. Now, when you get to the guard, you want to let go of run, and you're going to see that Cloud will kind of scooch down a little more. If that does not happen, you need to reset the trick, and you reset it by just zoning back into the slums area and then back into the tower area and doing the setup. Now, from here, you want to move down and left, and you'll scooch down again. Now from here, you can move freely left and right with the guard. What we're looking for here is we want three vertical rows of pixels of Cloud's foot to be showing on the right side of the guard's arm. And that looks like this. If you look at this image above me, you can see that just to the right of the guard's arm, there are 3 rows of his foot showing. Now from here, we want to run down and right. And when we do so, you'll see that Cloud kind of tucks himself into that little section there on the right. Now from here, you want to hold R1 and tap left until 2 horizontal pixels are showing on the uppermost portion of Cloud's arm. Now I have another picture. So you can see here that right next to the guard's face, on the right side of his face, there is a vertical row of pixels, and then just before Cloud's little shoulder guard, there are 2 pixels that are horizontal. So that's the visual cue we're looking for. As soon as this happens, we want to run down and right, and we want to let go of run this time, and Cloud will then walk into that right little section that we were in originally. Now we want to do the same thing that we did before. Hold R1 and tap left until we get that exact same visual cue. Now, if this visual cue happens twice, when we run down and right, the skip will work. This is 100% consistent. So as long as this visual cue happens 2 times, the skip, it works. Now I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna try to do it full speed so you can see how fast this can be. And then I'm gonna show you how to reset if a mistake is made, in terms of, like, if you're most of the way through the skip and let's say you move a little bit too much. Because it can be difficult, especially on console, to get these like pixel perfect visual cues. So I'll show you how to kind of reset without having to completely restart the trick. But first, let's just do it really fast. So go into the slums area, back into the tower. Going for the visual cue on the rock. Okay, there it is. Run down, let go of run, down and left. Try to get get the 3 vertical rows for the feet. Okay, down and right. Hold R1, tap left. There's the visual cue once. Let go of run. Do it again. There's the visual cue again. Now the skip will work. Okay, so that's kind of how to do it fast, and that's what it will look like. Now again, like I said, 100% consistent, and it's really, really easy to identify if a mistake's made. Now this time, I want to do it with, an example of if you moved too much. If you move too much and, you want to get back into the position you need to be in without having to restart the trick completely. Okay, so let's zone into the slums area. Okay, now back into the tower area. We're gonna do the visual cue on the stone. Okay, run down, let go. Okay, so that time I didn't shift down, okay? So if that doesn't happen, if you let go run and you don't see Cloud make that extra shift down, you need to reset it. Okay, I'm actually glad that that happened. It's also common if you run past the rock on this screen, if you run a little bit to the right and then you try to set it back up by moving left, that the skip will also fail. So whenever I run past the rock on this initial setup, I just restart it no matter what. So let's set it up. Okay, we got it. Run down, let go of run. Okay, we scooted down and left. Okay, let's get those 3 vertical rows on Cloud's foot. Got them. Down and right. Okay, hold R1, tap left. Okay, there's the visual cue. Down and right. While running, let go of run. Okay, now we scooch down. Okay, so now I'm gonna make the mistake of moving too far to the left. Okay, so let's say you're right here. Hold R1, tap left. Okay, up, we moved a little bit too far. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna run down and right and let go of run. If we don't move, hold R1 again and tap left until you move just a little bit, and then do the same thing. We're gonna run down and right, and you're gonna see that Cloud kind of moves back down into that right section. Now you wanna hold R1 and tap left just like you normally would until we get that the visual cue, this one directly above me again. Now, because this is the second time we've got it, the skip will work. So that recovery method works for either section, whether it's the first time you get this visual cue or the second. That way to reset that works kind of, you know, on either portion of this setup. So yeah, that's my version and my setup of the TsunaSkip. So thanks for watching.